What's up, Tin Man? What's up, the world? I'm about to do something that I never do, but people are begging me to do. So I'm going to do it. I don't care. Alright? What are your orders? I'll give you your orders. I'll tell you what they are. If you need them, if you need a plan and a path, I'll give you your orders. These orders must be must be heard in every city, in every state, in every province, on every street on the North American continent. Or else none of these orders will work. There's two primary arteries on this continent that you can actually put a lot of damage in. One's called the Trans-Canada Highway, the other one's called the Trans-Texas Corridor. These things go through Mexico, Canada, the United States. That's the Trans-Texas Corridor. Trans-Canada Highway goes east to west all the way through the nation. So, you're going to bottleneck those two streets. On November 5th, 2013, the North American continent will stand, just as everybody else does, for the Million Mask March. And that is what you're going to stop. You're not going to protest in front of buildings this time, because nobody inside those buildings come out, and those walls are soundproof. You're not going to hurt anybody, because that's not the plan. Civil disobedience is the order. So you're going to block off the entire Trans-Texas Corridor and the entire Trans-Canada Highway. If you do that, there will be so many people spread out on such a wide spread that it'll be impossible to separate you guys. You will form ranks. What kind of ranks? Well, I don't know. I can give you an idea. A coding system. I use movies to code what I want to do. Just like they do. But see, they put forward an entire movie for an entire plan, and only they really understand the code. Where I can hash up 25 different films and put together a code and an operation for every movie, for every scene, for every sentence. Doesn't matter. That's what I do. So, for your ranking system, you can use Terminator. It's very good, very easy to do that. If you're a hacker, if you're anonymous, you're T1000. You're moldable, you're pliable, you understand, there's nothing that really just gets by you, and you can penetrate just about anything. It's not that hard. You're T1000. Okay? If you're a protester, and you're on the streets, shaking your fist, getting all kinds of mad, okay? You're a T800. You're an Arnold bot, Model 101. You're the most famous Terminator known to man. Okay? You hold that front line, you let nothing pass. If you happen to be a protester on the scene, and you have a laptop, and you know how to hack, guess what? You become the most valuable asset in a real-world situation. You're a TX. You're covered with liquid metal. You're anonymous. You're a hacker. With a metal endoskeleton, just like the T888, T800s, the Arnold bot. You are a combination of both. You are very important to us. You are one of the most important assets to the resistance. You can go to a spot and penetrate the security systems of that spot, on scene, on location, with thousands of people surrounding you, and nobody could ever pinpoint who's doing it. You can do that from a fucking cell phone. Don't act like you can't. I know you can. Why am I using these drone kind of labels for human beings? You have to remember something special about a Terminator and what happens when a Terminator interacts with John Connor. You are a Terminator at this point that has been captured and reprogrammed by the resistance and by John Connor. That's what you are. You're not a mindless sheep that goes for the establishment anymore. You're not a mindless person that's just going to follow any cause because it sounds good at first. The resistance has now forced you to look at every cause available and place them side by side, superimpose, and discern the truth on your own. You've been reprogrammed. And now they can't lie to you. So, go out there and catch me some more Terminators that we can reprogram. Because this thing ain't over yet. And I will use Skynet against itself. I have no problems with that. I've already started. I already started the process. What we need now, another order. The first order was your order of civil disobedience on November 5th. Stop everything. You're going to stop trade that day. If they can't move, they can't do nothing. Two of the largest international fucking highways on this continent, if they can't move, they can't do nothing. Secondary, you can get the T-1000s in there on a cybernetic level. They can do whatever they want on the exact same day. They can do that on a global scale. Everybody else is going to be. Why not? But you do it with a particular level of tact, importance, intelligence. Go after the information you know we need. Okay? Next. You guys, on an individual level, on your local level, you need to put together a legal team. I need you to have a good legal team. Because I'm about to take the next step. Why could I not take your money before? I had no justifiable place to put it. What am I going to do with your fucking money? What, you guys going to make me rich? I'd love it. Hey, if every single one of you want to send me $1 a month, dude, I'll take it. That's $3 a month. I'll never have to work another day in my life. If you guys want to help me out, you want to make me rich, let me know, and I'll take your money. Maybe I can do something with it. But that's not my plan. That's not the idea. The idea here is to put the resistance fighting intelligent soldier on the battlefield. What battlefield, Connor? The economic, industrial, corporate battlefield. I'm going to take the resistance and everything in it. I'm going to register it as a corporation. Each and every member of the resistance will have access to the paperwork required to establish this legal corporation in your local area. What are you going to need once I provide you with this paperwork? A legal team to make sure your ass doesn't get dicked around. I'll pay the money to get the corporate status done. Once the corporate status is done, the website will be registered as well. What else do I need, though? Why am I doing this? There's a reason. You guys want to re-engineer the sociological structure of the planet. It's kind of big, guys. It's not a simple task. Society has many pivotal points, but it has, what I've noticed, 3 primary cornerstones. Everything boils off of these 3 cornerstones. Society has 1, people. Rather simple, no-brainer. People. The secondary is a form of governance. The way people carry themselves. Okay? The third one is a faith-based structure of sorts. Okay? Now, modern day people would tell you that the fourth pivotal cornerstone would be an economic structure. We don't need an economic structure, not with the technology that we hold today. With the technology that we hold today, as much as I'm against it, you could make a bunch of automated fucking drones to go and make houses. You wouldn't need carpenters, you could just make the robots to do it. Hey, I don't hate carpenters, man, I love you guys. I've got a cousin that's a carpenter. I'm just telling you. If he could go about his day fishing and having barbecues and fix his own house as a hobby because he's a carpenter, he'd be golden. He doesn't need to go work. He's a human being. He should be able to just chill and enjoy the beautiful parts of the world. So yes, that's where the Venus Project comes into play. But in order to do that, you need to reshape society. And a no-religion society, we can't walk too close to that. That's what we call the time of the Antichrist. That's when the Armageddon, for lack of a better word, comes about. So, a faith-based structure that says you're entitled to pray to any form of energy or deity or anything that brings you deep, soulful, positive insight. That grants people the right and freedom and liberty to think as they want to think and make their judgments according to the way they want to judge. If you remove that faith-based structure from society, you will balance yourself on a beam that you're not going to want to stand on. So, if we build a corporation around the resistance will be able to fight in a court of law with corporate law against corporate law. The actual battlefield is made available. If the faith-based structure is built, the faith-based structure can then be protected under religious freedom laws. Think about that. That has and holds power. If you can defend the people of the resistance and of the revolution under religious law, and then you can also defend their way and right to do commerce in the way that they want to do under corporate law. You can defend people. The pen was always mightier than the sword. Don't get me wrong. Bring some invading forces. Come get some. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I have no problems with that. You come to me, you put a gun to my head, and you tell me that because of the way that I'm thinking you're going to kill me and my family, I will rip your fucking eyes out. With my teeth if I have to. Don't worry about that. But until that day arises, until the court system is actually abolished, let us not infiltrate the government system to become corrupt by the system to try and take it down from the inside. No, 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 no. Let us devise an entire sociological system that can rival it. And part of that is in the way of thinking. Which is why the Connor camp endorses every fruitful and virtuous movement that is found and that is made available to the people. Because all of these fruitful movements mold the brain to a more accepting and proper lifestyle without any forms of bigotry. And the bigotry that is being expressed is bigotry towards banking cartels and bigotry towards oil fucking tycoons and things like that. Alright? So anyway, just work together. Those are your orders. Alright? Peace.